Not long ago, the US dollar was seen as the safest place to park your money. Today, many investors are choosing gold instead. Gold is at a historic high. The dollar, meanwhile, is at a months-long low. For the third straight day now, the dollar has fallen against major world currencies, hitting its weakest level since September. At the same time, for the first time in history, gold surged past $5,000 an ounce, setting a whole new record. Silver also jumped as investors look for protection from uncertainty, to put it simply. But what's really happening here? Why are investors suddenly rushing towards gold? And why are they stepping away from the world's most powerful currency in a way? Much of the volatility is coming from the currency markets. Let's break this down for you. Traders basically are betting that the US and Japan may step in together to support the struggling Japanese yen. The yen had recently hit an 18-month low, raising fears of more instability. New signs that officials in Washington and Tokyo have been quietly coordinating have fueled speculation of direct intervention. And that possibility alone has been enough to move markets. So for investors, the message is pretty clear. Governments may be preparing to weaken the dollar in a way and stabilize currencies. And that in itself is making investors nervous. Meanwhile, attention also shifting to the Federal Reserve. Traders are increasing bets that interest rates could be cut in 2026. And that comes as a possible change in Fed leadership also approaches, with an announcement expected soon. So a lot happening on that front. And markets are now waiting for the Federal Reserve Chair's latest policy decision this week. Any hint of softer policy could put more pressure on the dollar. And stocks are also struggling to find direction. US futures are flat after the S&P 500 posted its first 2-week decline in months. Investors are basically becoming cautious, especially as major technology companies prepare to release earnings. For years now, big tech has driven market gains, but doubts are also growing over whether massive spending on AI will actually pay off. And analysts are saying investors will be watching very closely for any signs of slowing investment. At the same time, there are political risks, of course, adding to the market anxiety. In Washington, Democrats are threatening a government shutdown over disputes linked to immigration policy. A shutdown could hurt confidence, just as the markets are trying to stabilize. So all of these developments put together are a rare mix of pressures. A weakening dollar, a surging gold, currency intervention fears, interest rate uncertainty, also political tensions. All of that pushing investors towards safer assets, away from risk. And that is why the gold is soaring. For now, markets remain in the wait and watch mode. They are waiting for clarity from the central banks. And to also watch out for whether governments step in to try and calm the storm down. Until then, expect continued volatility as global finance searches for direction.
To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.